Okay, these are the 3 basic modules. Keep in mind that there's many different ways of training for sensitivity. This is just one of them. And what we're going to do now is to actually incorporate these into a randori session. And there are many things that we do in randori that kind of are self-defeating. One of them is, like we said before, is when if Joe attacks me, I'm going to be holding him up. Well, I'm going to be exhausted before long, But if one of the first things that we learn in Aikido is get out of the way. Now you have to get out of the way at the right time, in the right space. And what it is it's very similar to if you've ever walked up to a great, big, heavy, solid wood door, and you're supposed to push on it, and you push on it, and somebody opens it up on the other side. Well, that's this feeling like this. This is what you want to attain. So here we are in randori, and one of the very first mistakes that we make as Torei is, he's already way inside my. So I have to be moving before he reaches this envelope, this safe area, this area right here. We call it my. And you can do it even when you're standing still, because if you look into yourself and feel where your center is, which is somewhere around your navel area, and you can feel this, one of the things that you can do is to pretend that it is moving at all times. You can either do that by pretending that it's like a universal joint, or I like to think of it as a soap bubble. Like you blow in the wind in the summertime, you see the kids running around outside chasing these soap bubbles. Well, if you look at a soap bubble, it is just a bubble of film. And you can see how it rotates in all directions all at the same time. It doesn't take much to move it, just a breath, a breeze, or a blow, or just the gentle tug of gravity. So if you think about that inside, then you're already moving, because on the microscopic level, your body will start moving. So when he comes to me and attacks me, see, I'm already moving. Whereas if I think, well, I'm strong, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to be a tree and I'm going to be rooted, oh my goodness, it's way too late. But if I'm already moving, even if it's on a microscopic level, then I have the advantage. So we're going to think about all of these things that we did. The sensitivity training, which this is the apex of that. This training, the release training, and the wave training. And once you start getting the hang of this, it's just like standing in, say, the surf. When the surf is going out, when the tide's going out, you know how you'll be standing there and it's a beautiful sunset. You're standing there and the water's pooling around your ankles, and before long it's hitting you about mid-calf and then your knees, and then you're knocked off your feet. Well, that's exactly the same thing. It's very subtle, it grows, it is insistent, and this is what we're going for. So when we actually do randori, I, as Torei, simply follow where Uke is taking me. But I'm going to take him just a little bit off from where he wants to be so that I can accumulate his off balance. And we're going to go through that we're going to practice that for a few minutes, and then we'll be done.
Slowly on randori. Maybe I'll get that, maybe I won't. just fall under there. I'm always going to try to put a hand in there. That might be good. Yeah. Sit around, you know, and then let me touch. That puts me in the hole a little bit more. You can do it with your toes. So we keep passing it back and forth. Now you keep it. So it is there. You don't want to go. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
So we don't want to, I don't really want to do the rest of that. I want to work out. Now you're going to get spun. Now I got to get something to come back at you. Now you're actually pulling me into when you do that. So here you have me in a good spot. I have to do something to run out of here, try to come into you. Ride that energy out there. Yeah. I need to sit a little bit harder. But you're in a good spot. I have two options. One is my head. Yeah, so it's like a seat going with it. Yeah. Just follow that. You're going to do the same way when you're doing the wave. Here it is. You're coming at me with the elbow. Push maybe. I don't want to like really try to force anything. I want to try to accept whatever you're doing. The same way we're doing the wave. Accept them. Otherwise, accept. Moving on to line.
Accept.
Now, maybe I'll run out here. So that's a good line bar.
Accepting the English, you're saying.
These are the 4 different ways of approaching randori. The 3 are the practicing, getting out of the way, accepting that energy, redirecting it in a very subtle way so that even Uke doesn't realize what's happening at the time that it's happening. I hope this helps you, and I hope you practice it and come up with new ways on your own. Thanks a lot.